The importance of breaks. I wanted to mention 4 groups, so you're going to be able to find which one you and your doodle belong to and mind your breaks based on that. The first one is for beginner doodle, beginner care provider, moms and dads. Whenever you're just about learning how to keep your doodle still and how to do grooming at home, how to brush, what kind of brush and stuff like that, then you really need to be aware that both of you will need frequent breaks. For example, in case you're practicing grooming steps, environment, distractions, you need to play around those randomly with your doodle before the grooming session. And you need to do frequent breaks. You need to stop before your doodle or you get bored or overwhelmed. It's super, super important. It kind of sounds trivial at first, but you're going to find yourself in situations when you're going to realize, at least most of the doodle moms and dads and care providers realize that, oh my goodness, I should have stopped 5 minutes ago or a minute ago or 5 strokes with the brush before. Because both of us are so overwhelmed by now that everyone will just remember to this grooming session as like super overwhelming and just let's get over with it or just stop it right now. So we really need to be aware that we need frequent practices, and that means a lot of breaks. And even when you're doodle and you get the hang of the grooming dance a little bit better, then you still need to keep in mind the power of breaks. So whenever either of you, or hopefully possibly before any of you would show any kind of early sensitivity signs, you would squeeze in a break. So you get to play around, you go for a walk or fun runs, whatever both of you and the weather and the climate, whatever you are in, can let you do. So that would be the base for beginner doodle and beginner care provider. Whenever the doodle is experienced, but you are just learning about it, let it be your doodle mom, dad, or care provider, then, or professional care provider, I should have said, those situations still mean breaks at the beginning and also at the end and as needed between or meanwhile grooming. So you need to keep an eye out for your doodle whenever they get overwhelmed. Most likely they're gonna last a lot longer and you're gonna be able to squeeze out quite some more grooming time from your doodle, and you just need to more likely see and watch for your behavior, your feelings, and whether you feel overwhelmed, and stop whenever you or your doodle needs. For beginner doodles and experienced care providers, you need to keep more eye out for your doodle. Break at the beginning, break at the end, and as needed meanwhile grooming. But you really need to keep an eye out for your doodle, and whenever you take breaks, then it needs to be based on your doodle's behavior more than on your own, since you're gonna be able to handle more based on your experience. For well-oiled grooming dance partners, some even need to take a quick pee break and a fun run at the beginning, and then they're gonna be good even for 2.5-3 hours in a row. So depending on your doodle's needs and your needs, you might gonna be able to groom your doodle from start to finish without a break whatsoever. That's gonna be quite a marathon for both of you. But I include the teeny tiny breaks while shaking and doing the zoomies after the bath and while cleaning the table or the environment. So those still count like teeny tiny breaks. But whenever we are talking about breaks, I'm more likely thinking about real, whenever we leave the grooming room kind of breaks, so they can. And every participant, not just the doodle, but everyone can just recharge a little bit and stretch out and focus a little bit better on the job after the break. So for well-oiled machines, I would really squeeze in maybe a few breaks or whatever you want to do, like the brushing one day, the bath and dry the other day, and the hair with the haircut. So it really depends on your and your doodle's needs, but the more experienced you are, the less breaks you both gonna need.